going? It's a Sunday night, week 11 NFL algorithm update. Let's talk about some games. It's a choppy day. It's been a choppy day. Look at this speckled colors of green and pinkish there. It's nothing but wins loss wins loss. Couldn't get anything going. Let's talk about it game by game real quick. Maybe you can catch this during like the halftime of the Sunday night game going on with Kansas City. And the Raiders right now. Right now it's 7-0 Raiders, but I think Kansas City's threatening to score. This should be an interesting game. So let's talk about what happened. Sorting this by projected margin of victory descending is the best way to look at this. Meaning our point projections here said some things like we thought the Panthers were going to win 31-22. That was a 8-point margin of victory, which ends up being like the best, tied with what we thought the Vikings were going to do against the Cowboys. This happened after the injury report on Saturday night. So if you're a subscriber to the file, you got the email Saturday night. You saw this. I saw this. I took them. They were actually at plus 110 or something, 105, 108, I think. I got them today on that. I ended up losing all my bets today, by the way. I'll show the picture of my bets. I lost my $100 this weekend. I won $1,000 2 weekends ago. And then this was the last. This weekend was the first weekend that I wagered since then, and I lost my 2 round robins. I'll show them to you in the image below, I guess, or the link. But I did get Carolina at plus 110. It's amazing. They crushed it. They won this game 20-0, and they were technically the top of the list here by projected margin of victory. And the money line was decent, and the spread was decent. Really, it turned into the best pick late after the injury report. Minnesota did not perform. Dallas comes out of nowhere. Their defense holds. They put up some more points. This was a high-scoring game. Dallas wins. We lose here. Patriots blow it. Patriots don't want to make the playoffs this year. Patriots are not a team worthy of making. It's obvious. Cam's getting old, and the team isn't there. It turns out Brady was magical, right? So the Texans outscore them. This game score gets flipped. That's a loser. So that's bad. 2 losers up here, especially by spread. When we're looking at by spread. Cleveland doesn't disappoint. This was nice. We predicted 27-21 Cleveland. It ended up being 22-17. It was raining, I think, a lot. So if you lower this to like 4, this is the thing that ranges the scores based on weather and stuff. You lower that a little bit, and all of a sudden that game moves around, and it becomes exactly 22-17. Oh my God. If you watch the video about Week 11 Sunday Survivor that I posted, I think, on Friday night, I talked about toggling this magnifier. Wow, exact right score if you lower it for weather. That's amazing. Okay, so what else we got? Miami. The humanity. Miami, the pick of the week goes down, doesn't win. They don't score. Tua, I think, got hurt a little bit or something. It looked like it. He came out. Fitzpatrick came in for the last drive and got picked off in the end zone to try to tie this game up. Sad. That's why it's a losing week. I had that on both my round robin bets that I made, and they lost, and that's a killer. So put your money where your mouth is. I did think it was the pick of the week. Didn't happen. You're not going to win them all. Washington Football Club does win it all. They win. We had them by winning by more than the spread of 1.5, and they do. I had them to win just on the money line because it was reasonable. They took Burrow out. He's ACL'd for the season. No more Cincinnati quarterbacks. Green Bay and Indianapolis. Oh my God. Now here's what's funny. Algorithm predicted a tie, 26-26, right? Ends up being 28-28 after the end of regulation. And then they fumble the ball. I told you it was a toss-up. Bummer. Just one of those weeks where we didn't get the bounces anywhere, and it's obvious in that game. A great game. Just great watching football. It was an amazing game from what I saw of that. Atlanta. Taysom Hill as QB for New Orleans, not Jameis Winston, results in a more defensive game that New Orleans just walks over Atlanta that didn't do anything offensively. So that's a miss here in a lot of ways, except for a projected score, but barely. It's really a miss all the way across. It was New Orleans with Taysom Hill is fine. At least in this instance against Atlanta. Tennessee at Baltimore. Now here I took Baltimore plus 225. I knew something was going to happen here. Even though the algorithm wasn't really pushing it that much, except saying take them with the spread of the 6.5, Baltimore's secondary on defense is hurt all over the place, and that's not showing up in this so much because it's getting buried in win score, but those people are not like defensive players. I don't keep track of their injuries. So that is something you kind of know outside the algorithm why Tennessee was a better pick, and they ended up winning the game, and they beat them last year in the playoffs too. Derrick Henry's a beast, unbelievable. Tonight we got the Raiders game, so that's still going. Jaguars, Jags. Oh yeah, Pittsburgh. Freaking Pittsburgh wants to be undefeated this year. It's clear. And they let Jacksonville know. So don't bet against Pittsburgh until Pittsburgh shows a reason not to bet on them because they are doing well. And the Jets cover probably in garbage time against the Chargers. This is an accidental win. Let's talk about this one game here tonight, this Chiefs game, and I do like. I mean, it's in the middle of the game, but I do like high scoring game. I like the Raiders covering because I think they are going to put up points. So we'll see if that comes into play. And then Monday night, you got the Rams in Tampa Bay, and it likes it likes Tampa Bay to barely win this game, but the Rams to cover the 4. So another tough game where you're dealing against Brady on a Monday night, where it does think Tampa Bay is going to win. So maybe Tampa Bay on the money line is something. What's Tampa Bay's money line? About -2. Tough game tomorrow night. Bad game. Looks like it's just going to be a week. Just sit back and watch. Play some fantasy or have fun with this on Monday night. But anyway, guys, not a good week, but it happens. I mean, you got to structure your betting so that you can have a bad few weeks even, but when you have a good week, you win a huge multiplier. It pays for it all. That's the way to do this and not pull your hair out. Because if you throw down the house on Miami or something, it's one game, anything can happen. So that sucks. All right, everybody, good luck, and we'll talk about Week 12 next week when it's ready. Nice.